Alright, hi guys, my name is Noah Teff, this is
Hi.
Haley, and today we're going to do predictions for Survivor Series 2018. This could be a good card. I honestly don't know. There's a lot of filler in this. They tried to get everybody they could on the card, it seems, which I guess is refreshing for a Big Four pay-per-view. Weird pay-per-view right now, just because, due to recent events...
Seems like everyone's getting injured.
Like, that too, and also just due to recent events...
Weird shit.
The Clones have a match technically on a Big Four pay-per-view, but AJ Styles does not. AJ Styles is not booked for a Big Four pay-per-view for the first time since he's been in the WWE, because he's never been hurt.
Yeah,
so,
wow.
So that's a little bit weird. It's an 8-match card. A lot of matches should be decently long.
I mean, AJ could easily get interfered in the match. We'll talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah, he will. But let's get into the card. Alright, so this first match is confirmed for the pre-show. It's a 10-on-10, 5 tag team versus 5 tag team match. Team Raw is Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, the B Team, who is Dallas and Axel, the Revival, Wilder and Dawson, Lucha House Party, which is going to be either Gran Metalik, Kalisto, and Lindsay Dorado, two of those three, and the Ascension, Connor and Victor, versus Team Smackdown, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, the New Day, which will be 2 of Big E, Kofi, and Xavier, Sanity, which will be 2 of Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane, the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and then the Clones, Primo and Epico. Does this even matter?
No.
This is just fucking... They've never done this shit before. This is just a clusterfuck, clusterfuck bullshit to fill time on a pre-show and get fucking guys on...
Man, I wish I would have thought this through.
On the card.
Because, like, I feel like this will be one of those matches that's just like, oh, it's just like a...
Who cares? Like, honestly.
Well, for the, points aspect of Survivor Series...
What does this affect?
Where it's like, does SmackDown or Raw win?
Yeah.
That's what it affects.
Yeah. To sum up, SmackDown's tag team fucking... Does it count, though? Because it's on a pre-show.
Yeah, I'm sure it counts.
I guess.
It's still SmackDown versus Raw.
I guess,
it's still in the theme.
But, to summarize, Raw's tag team division is shit. SmackDown's is okay. Honestly, though, I'm gonna take Raw.
Really?
Just because I think Roode and Gable are next up for the Raw tag team titles. And I think they'll win out because of that, and getting them a big win over teams like the New Day and the Usos.
No, yeah, that makes more sense.
You know, teams who haven't been booked like jobbers.
The only team on Team SmackDown that's doing well, I think, right now is the Usos.
New Day's doing well. They said tech.
Oh, New Day! I forgot the New Day was on that.
And the Usos just got back on television, but they're still doing well. But that's and Sheamus and Cesaro, but that's 3 more fucking teams and Raw's doing well. You could argue nobody on Raw's doing well. I mean, AOP fucking... AOP debuted...
Who's on Raw again? Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, the B Team. The B Team, Lucha House Party, who just got called up randomly.
Okay.
The Revival, who's been buried to all hell. And the Ascension, who's been buried to mega hell.
I'm taking SmackDown.
You're taking SmackDown?
I am.
I'm going to take Raw purely because I think Roode and Gable are next up.
I would love that.
And there's no teams on Raw booked well.
I miss seeing Bobby on television.
You could even imagine that. You could even make the argument that AOP hasn't been booked well when they have the belts. Like, literally, they got called up, beat some jobbers, got taken off Raw, went to main event, beat some more jobbers, went back on Raw, with Drake Maverick this time, beat some more jobbers, randomly got a tag team title handicap match, and won the belts.
Yeah. That's
the story of AOP on the main roster. And they've still been booked better than the Revival. But...
Oh my god, don't even get me started on
for the purpose of Roode and Gable, who I think are either going to A, get the belts, or B, lose and then Roode will turn heel. I'm going to take Team Raw.
I will take Team SmackDown.
I promise you it doesn't matter.
I also agree that it probably doesn't matter, but it also could wanna be BB. I'm sure it's not gonna be the deciding vote.
Yeah.
Like the deciding match. Like
that's gotta be the main event.
No, for sure. I'm positive.
Oh, I forgot. We need to correlate this.
Yeah, I need to think this through.
Because it's all Raw and SmackDown bullshit. They're gonna make a big deal of this.
Oh, Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. That doesn't count.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the only match in the card that doesn't count towards the SmackDown versus Rawness. And it is Buddy Murphy defending the Cruiserweight Championship against Mustafa Ali.
Buddy Murphy.
As far as I know, this is actually not going to be on a pre-show.
Hell yeah,
It probably will be, but as far as what they've said, it won't be on the pre-show.
Why would you do that?
They haven't said it's going to be on the pre-show.
They've just said fucking be on the pre-show.
I hope it won't be. I hope it just opens the show and they get a little bit of time.
I would absolutely adore that.
So,
because I adore Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy.
Here's the thing about this. I think Ali is definitely going to get this belt eventually.
Now.
Because after he lost to Cedric at Mania, they've kept him and Cedric as far away from each other as they possibly can. Because they didn't want either of them to turn heel. Although Cedric might be able to benefit from it if they did at this point. But
Sure.
and I always felt like they wanted to give Ali the belt,
Yeah.
but they were waiting to put it on a heel to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Buddy Murphy's a transitional champion, but I do think he's going to drop this belt. I don't think it's a question of whether Ali is going to get the belt, because I think he is.
Yeah.
My only question is he going to get it now?
I think that Murphy's gonna win dirty, and then they're gonna have a feud.
We'll already have a feud there.
No, I know, but continue it more.
They're going to continue their feud.
Yes, that's what I meant. Fuck you.
Hey, we're not having a feud, but we're having a belt match. We're just going to have a good old belt wrestle. Like fucking.
You know what I mean.
That was like fucking Niles. That was like fucking Styles and Nakamura going into Mania.
Oh my god, that was
going into Mania. They weren't even having.
They
a feud.
started their feud after Mania.
Yeah, they were just having a big old belt wrestle.
They sure were.
The match wasn't even that good, but
no.
But
finish was.
Again, my question is Ali going to get the belt now? I'll say no. I say Murphy
Buddy
retains.
Murphy.
I'll say Murphy. We both agree on this. All right, Murphy retains.
But I think he's definitely gonna not win clean.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
All right, next we'll do tag champions versus tag champions. AOP versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
Sham and Cesaro.
I picked
talking
Raw
to
for the
myself
first
about
one.
that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I was just talking to myself about that. And I was saying to myself, obviously, because schizophrenia,
Yeah.
that,
She doesn't have schizophrenia.
that, yeah, they actually thought I did.
Did they?
Who?
Who?
They!
They?
Yeah!
Who is they?
They!
They?
You know they!
I don't see they. You see they.
I don't see they.
You're schizophrenic.
You're right. Anyway,
She's
what
not.
the fuck was I saying?
I don't know. Something about AOP versus Sheamus.
Oh, I said to me, I was like, I think AOP should win because they haven't done much, and this would give them a more of a. I wish I could speak. More of a push.
Yeah.
So for that reason only, I'm taking AOP. But Big Slow is on the other team, like as a man, he's just there. But then there's two big boys, Jacob and Razor.
Yeah.
What do you think?
AOP needs to win more.
They do. That's why I'm taking.
Take AOP.
I definitely.
I took Raw in the first match though, so I'll take Sheamus and Cesaro.
Do.
So as we both have it now, we both have it 1-1 between SmackDown and Raw so far.
That's crazy. We disagree in this one.
Yeah.
This is quite a disputeful event as well.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
A little bit. Next, we'll do the 5-on-5 women's match. Team Raw is Mickie James, Natalya, Nia Jax, Tamina, and Ruby Riott with Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan.
Fuck a Nia Jax.
Presumably managing. Team SmackDown is Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, and To Be Decided, who I personally think is going to be Nikki Cross.
Oh, that'd be so good. Okay, I'm taking Team SmackDown because of the TBD surprise.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm taking Team SmackDown for a couple of reasons. One, I think they're going to bury Nia Jax.
Hell yeah.
I feel bad for her because I don't think
I as well.
I don't think it was on purpose, but at the same time,
she needs to be more careful.
She's
reckless.
I'm trying to think. Charlotte's last night on Raw, she dropped Charlotte on her head and almost paralyzed her. She hurt Bayley and took Bayley out for 2 months with a shoulder injury.
People hate Bayley.
She hurt Bliss earlier in the year, and now she hurts the hottest star in the WWE.
Breaks her fucking
Not just
face.
women's wise. Becky Lynch is probably
broke her face.
Becky Lynch is probably the hottest thing in the WWE right now.
I'm so mad about it. Literally. I could not
also, and this is just bullshit in my head, but I have a master plan once again to get Asuka unburied. I think
I feel like everyone's always trying to get Asuka unburied.
Because I think here's the thing. If they are, as rumored, going to do Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at Mania, Becky needs to drop the SmackDown belt.
Yeah.
And then win the Rumble match. I think if you're going to drop it to anyone, it should be Asuka.
For sure. Oh, I'd love that.
Because if she drops it to Charlotte, that doesn't keep the 4 horsewomen.
And that way it takes Asuka out of the Royal Rumble, which she won last year.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to win it again.
And it puts her in a different equation. So,
yes.
Yeah, because of that, I'm going to take SmackDown. I think Asuka will either be the sole survivor again, which is ironic because she's sole survivor for Raw last year. Or just be in the final ones. But
I feel like it's going to be her and TBD on SmackDown
her and
side.
Cross.
Right,
probably.
if it's Cross.
Should
we predict that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cross.
I mean, I don't know who else it would be.
Mandy.
Oh my god, Nikki Cross. I'm taking Nikki Cross. Just because I don't want it to be Mandy. Please stop. That's so
we both have SmackDown? Okay, so.
Yeah, Nikki.
So, as it goes right now, we both have the
so
score as 2-1 SmackDown to this point. Alright, up next is Intercontinental Champion versus United States Champion Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Who do you have?
Seth Rollins.
You have Rollins?
I sure do.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I...
Just because Rollins being pushed like top babyface and Nakamura has done nothing with the belt?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I love Nakamura, and I love him, Nakamerica thing.
Even though they don't do anything with it.
Even though they don't do anything with it. Like, oh my god, when was the last time he had a pay-per-view match? Defending the belt. So yeah, I think Rollins because... Or... Oh, I didn't think about Dean.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking Nakamura.
Oh, shit.
I
changed it. I'm picking Nakamura.
I think, obviously, Ambrose doesn't care about this SmackDown versus Raw bullshit.
No,
he's on his heel crazy shit, so...
Oh, yeah, Nakamura. I didn't think about that.
I think he's gonna screw Rollins, so I'm taking Nakamura. You as well?
I agree, yeah.
Alright, up next, the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Of course, this is supposed to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch. However, in SmackDown's Invasion of Raw, Becky had her face broken by a stiff punch from Nia Jax, so Becky had to pull out with a broken face and a severe concussion.
I'm so mad about it.
So we get the match when it was originally rumored to possibly main event Mania in Ronda and Charlotte. Should be good. Is there any chance Ronda doesn't win this?
No.
I mean, I suppose Becky could screw her, but...
I'm so excited for the match.
But...
Because it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, I think...
But I could see Charlotte winning. Honestly, I could. Because, hear me out. They had the whole thing, like, Becky was like, I can count on you. Like, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'd push them... I don't know if they'd push them back into a feud because of that. Like, if Charlotte lost and Becky was like, you lost, But, you know.
I could see it. I'm going to take Ronda, though.
I don't know. I really don't know about that. Okay, let me think.
I could see it.
I'm taking Charlotte.
You'll take Charlotte?
I'm going to take Charlotte.
Okay.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be Ronda, but something about my,
So, based off
my
our
dick says Charlotte.
Based off our predictions, then, it would be 3-2 Raw for me, 3-2 SmackDown for her. Up next is Champion versus Champion Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, versus Daniel Bryan, the WWE Champion, the new WWE Champion.
What the fuck is going on?
Because shockingly on SmackDown, Bryan hit AJ in the dick and pinned him. Turned heel, attacked him after the match. AJ really needs to start wearing a fucking cup. It's been a rough year for his cock. I mean, Nakamura hit him in the dick at least 10 times.
At least.
And now... we got this Bryan shit.
Poor AJ. He already has, like, what, 4 kids?
Yeah.
4 kids?
I mean, he's probably done at least, but, I mean, still, it doesn't give you people the right to just destroy his...
Sure it does.
But,
sure it does.
Here's the thing about this. The obvious logical prediction would be, well, it's fucking Brock Lesnar.
Right, obviously, but...
I fear for Daniel Bryan's safety in this.
Me too.
I really do.
So.
But, I'm hard, even against Brock Lesnar, I'm hard-pressed to believe that Daniel Bryan would just turn heel, take AJ Styles off a Big 4 pay-per-view, just to lose 5 days later.
Oh. That's a good point.
Now, obviously, he can't beat Brock clean, because it wouldn't happen.
Okay, here's my thing. If they were to just have Bryan win, he would just beat Brock Lesnar after Roman just lost to him, burying Roman. all of the stuff, all of the shit that Brock and Roman have done just to do that, and then Bryan just comes out of nowhere suddenly and just beats him like it's nothing.
Well, I mean, he's Daniel Bryan now, but I mean,
I know, but they haven't like.
I don't think anything could bury Roman right now because
no, obviously, but it would kind of like.
And in their last one-on-one match, Roman did beat Lesnar, but
that's true.
But I mean,
that is true.
I don't know.
And they're really just gonna bury Braun like that? Not that
well, yeah, they did that. You know what? I'm gonna take the upset pick of the year and say Daniel Bryan wins this match.
Okay, you said that I'm 3-2 to SmackDown right now.
Yes, and I'm 3-2 to Raw. So you kind of have to take Lesnar.
I kind of have to take Lesnar.
And I kind of have to take Bryan. So
I'm taking Lesnar then.
All right. So the way this would add up, then it would be 3-3 going into the final match.
But man, I would love it if Bryan won. I would absolutely love that.
It had to be from someone's interference, but
like who? AJ?
AJ, Strowman, something. I don't know.
I think if any. No, Strowman.
But he's going on last.
He's going on last.
Unless he doesn't. Unless this goes on last. I'll say this right now. If Brock and Bryan goes on last, Bryan's winning.
Okay.
I'll say that.
I'll accept that.
I'm going to take Bryan anyway, but I'm saying if Brock and Bryan goes on last, Bryan winning.
I will have to agree. But I'm going to take Brock for now.
Fair enough.
But I can't change it, obviously, so it's like, whatever.
Presumably, finally, the 5-on-5 men's match. It is Team Raw, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley, with Baron Corbin as the team captain, versus Team SmackDown, The Miz, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. Hardy, of course, was added 5 days ago after Bryan pulled out getting the title match. So,
my Jeff Hardy brain.
I'm going to take SmackDown purely because I feel like there's too many feuds inside Team Raw. You have the Braun Corbin thing, you have the Braun McIntyre thing.
That's literally what I was going to say.
You have the possible future break between Ziggler and McIntyre as well. You have the Lashley Balor thing. Mm-hmm. There are some... There's also, of course, the reason I think SmackDown could lose is because of Randy Orton.
Oh, right.
And that's why I'm gonna switch my prediction right now and take Team Raw because I think Randy Orton's gonna get super fucking salty about the fact that he's the king of Survivor Series matches and not on this and Team SmackDown.
I think that Randy will get involved. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's gonna cost it.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Randy Orton always wins Survivor Series, one way or another. Randy Orton always wins Survivor Series.
Because of that, I think that he's just gonna like.
Randy always wins, one way or another.
Here's the thing you're not thinking about.
What?
Randy could attack Jeff Hardy backstage before the pay-per-view.
Oh, and get in the match?
And then get in the match.
Yeah.
And if not, then he could just RKO a bitch during the match, have them get eliminated, and just walk off.
Yeah, well, I think that's what he'll do, but with the final person.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be like some random middle person like Jeff. Okay. Not to say I don't love him, and I don't want that to happen, but...
But he's expendable.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not that I want him to be. It's definitely not going to be Joe.
Oh, of course not.
No, absolutely not.
It could be Mysterio.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's who he's been going after recently. That's going to be the feud, Randy and Mysterio.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, yeah. I think, honestly, I do think that Randy might attack Jeff before and then have Jeff have to leave.
Yeah.
And then get to the match. But I could be wrong. But I am going to take SmackDown.
I'll take Raw.
Pew, 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 pew.
Purely because...
Wow, I like how we said we're not going to differ on Survivor Series. We literally differed completely.
We differed on almost every match.
Have we picked the same for anything?
We both had Buddy Murphy. I think that might have been it.
I think that might have been it too.
Wait, did you take... Yeah, I took Sheamus and Cesaro.
I took AOP.
Yeah, I think we took every other match the same.
That's funny. We almost did this one the same, and then you were like, just kidding, I'm going to take Raw.
Yeah. Alright, well, this ought to be interesting then.
Very.
Will be a good pay-per-view? Maybe.
I hope so.
I don't know. There's a lot of matches that seem like they don't matter.
I would have loved to see Becky Ronda now. I would have absolutely loved that.
Last year's pay-per-view could have been better if AJ and Brock had gone on last. But instead we had that confusing fucking ending with fucking...
Which didn't lead to anything.
With Triple H and...
At all.
Pretending to screw Shane, and then he just beats Shane, and then Braun attacks him, but there was no feud.
Nothing at all.
So,
he just looked mad like he always does.
Yeah. Gonna get these hands.
2 for 1 at the surgery store.
Oh, man. But that's going to do it, you guys, for our predictions for Survivor Series 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back in a couple days with the reviews for this.
I really wanted to sing a Hamilton song.
Hopefully they're good shows. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. You guys, excuse me. Alright, my name's Noah. 6 o'clock one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I gotta feed the shitheads.
Yeah, my name's Noah. This has been Haley. If you guys want to follow me,
This has been Haley.
If you want to be any of my social medias,
That's what the event is called.
Yeah, if you want to follow any of my social medias, my main YouTube is in the description, as well as my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Patreon. That'll do it for me, you guys. Again, I'll be back in a couple days
Not for me. I'm
with
still
the
here.
reviews. And yep, see you guys then. Bye, guys.
Bye.